So Callie cannot, like, pay attention when someone actually cares about her and her well-being. Everybody comes on the internet, either you're a watcher or you put out content. The hope is that when you watch something, that you're not damaged by it in some sort of way. That's why people have, like, disclaimers. You know, YouTube makes people put disclaimers, or there's certain things that you cannot put on YouTube at all. Wikipedia asks Callie, was she having a manic episode? And it just goes to show that Callie, she thinks that the video that she put up, that's like, I think it's over 1K right now. She thinks that if I put out more of that I could revive my channel. But what she doesn't understand is that I noticed how tired she looked the next time she went live. She was completely drained. Because I don't even think she knew where all that anger came from. And why she was angry about people that she probably haven't spoken to in, over 5 years maybe? But had a lot to say about them and what she thought. Wikipedia asking if she had a manic episode isn't her overstepping her bounds. That's her caring about you, Callie, beyond what she can get out of you. Because what she can do is have you on her channel constantly, repeatedly, as many times as Callie wants, because Callie had, quote-unquote, so much fun. She can have you on her channel and let you present yourself in whatever light you see fit, or you feel as though it's entertaining, and let you look as a mother, unhinged as you possibly can look, because you're playing it up for an audience that doesn't give two craps about you once you click off, as long as they're entertained. And I'm not talking about specifically Girl World, I'm talking about the internet, period. Sometimes it's even watchers that, an audience that cares too much, that they're deeply affected by the content creator. And then there's people that doesn't care at all about the content creator as long as they are entertained. So Wikipedia asking that was not her overstepping, was not her. She could have made a video and asked you that in front of everybody, but she directly messaged you and asked, "Are you okay?" And she put a name on it. Were you having a manic episode? Callie, I watched a video that she put up about Wikipedia and basically said, like, you don't know me like that. Oh, so now you don't know me like that. But you're DMing this girl like y'all best friends. You're giving her the impression that she could ask you that type of question. You're giving her that impression. You're giving her court documents, things that other people don't have access to. You're giving it to her. So you're giving her the impression that she could ask a question like that. It's not like you guys weren't in communication and all of a sudden you got a message that asks, "Hey, are you having a manic episode?" Come on. So because I also watched a stream with her, I think it was yesterday or the day before, about her revealing eggs. And she played a song that she had, once she realized that song was a remake of a racist song, she kept playing it. People in her chat were complaining, "I don't want to see this guy." And she's just like, "Oh, I know. But you don't care that the few people that you have left that have been with you the entire time don't want to relive that time again. They don't want to relive, especially if you could have done something about that situation and you chose not to. They don't want to go back over that content." I was listening in because I'm like, okay, is there a point to this all? Because she believes that she has something to say, or she has something to say. And so I'm waiting for her to get around to the point. But she struggles. She struggles because the thing is that she wants to have specific conversations with people. She wants to ask certain questions. But does she want a solution? I don't think so. If everyone that wronged her came to her and said, "Hey, I'm sorry," I think she would deflate like a balloon. She wouldn't know what to do with herself. Because now that people have apologized, what can you go off of? And then she said that she's going to return to her soft life. If anybody is buying that she actually ever had a soft life, you're a fool. If you are believing that girl ever had a soft life, you are a fool. Because she cannot have. I've seen videos on girls or women that live soft lives. She ain't never lived no soft life. She never did. You have to give stuff enough time. You have to stay gone a while. You can't give stuff a year, 2 years. Because a lot of times people take really big breaks like a year, 6 months, and then they right back to doing the same mess. So you have to take a really big break and really love the space that you're in to say that this is the life that I'm living. It was disturbing to hear Negs get so ramped up. And I don't know if, because Callie said that she made a video, but this is where it gets so hard to decipher between the truth and entertainment. It's so hard to decipher, because had Callie never paid attention to Negs, would Negs have continued? And if Callie had never took Negs to court, would something have actually happened? See, that's the thing that she's missing, is that she keeps repeating that I dropped the case with Negs to get back at Yaba and Sam and Shane, because Shane went over there to Yaba and Sam and gave them stuff to react to. But what you're missing, and what she had to be reminded of when Negs showed a weapon on live, is that you had a duty to yourself and to your ex-partner to go through with what you were going through with. And the fact that you didn't, that is the reason why he's still on the internet. See, that's the question that she has. Why is I got him yeeted from YouTube, and now he's back. He's back because you dropped the case. If you really wanted to do anything about it, you would have went forward. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, well, anybody should be put in jail. That's not up to me. That wasn't my situation. But to go over she was going over the stream. She started responding to things that he said, but I think it hit her that, you're responding to something that's over 5 years old. And then she was like, oh, I don't remember that. Oh, I could have sent that in. And no, you couldn't have. Not if you had already dropped it. Now, then it was a clip of him crying, not him actually crying, but making fun of her breaking down about her fibroids. And she said that she was getting mad all over again. And I don't know what someone else said in the chat, but she was like, oh, I'm not soft. I could take it. This doesn't bother. It does bother you. It bothers your audience. They don't want to review him, especially the ones that's been around since the very beginning. They don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You really don't want to actually review his content. Who would? Who would? If he's talking directly about you, harming you, talking about your ethnicity, where you're from, blah, blah, blah. You playing the recording of him calling your apartment, the apartment that you and Shane lived in. I couldn't imagine them at that time. I would have been scared out of my mind. I think I would have even removed myself from the internet until all of it blew over. I'm going to be honest. Because when it becomes that real, that he somehow gets, how did someone get the information about Shane and where he worked? How open were you guys with these strangers on the internet? And then how much of the information did you guys put out there, and I'm talking about Callie and Shane, where if you would have made, and you always have to consider the fact that you're going to you may make an enemy or two on the internet. People may not like you just because they don't like you. They don't like you because of your skin color. They don't like you because of who you are. But how did you contribute to that? And the same thing can go to be said today about Callie. Callie, you don't want anyone talking about your situation, but you brought it to the platform. How many times does this have to happen until, someone gets the idea that you want this to happen? You want people to talk about your situation. You want the attention. And to say that you don't is a lie. It is a lie. You should have learned from that situation with Negs. But you constantly come back to the platform. And then she says things like, well, I've always lived my life on the platform. And how's that going? You tell me, how's that working out for you? When are you going to get it in your head that it's like, you know what? I need to just stop. And then, I have this, when she's talking, she said, I'm going to return to my soft life. I'm going to go back to being with my man and going out and looking at venues. You know what? I don't think it's very responsible to come on the internet, bug out, crash out, and then run back to your soft life. I think that you'll have some existential crisis going on, off camera. Because how could you be so upset when you turn on the camera, but when you turn it off, you're soft, you somebody's fiance? I don't get it. And then, matter of fact, I took notes. I don't know how long. I know people's attention span is short. Don't get mad when I say that, because even my attention span is short. I like shorter videos, but I can listen to a longer video. Surprisingly, I really don't like to, because then I feel like I'm missing something. I forget about it or whatever. Oh, so Next actually said on one of his old videos that Shane, she's gonna ruin your life, or something of that nature. Like she's going to fuck up your life or something like that. And it's kind of weird because she did. Where is Shane? Where is he? See, Callie believes that she ran him off the platform. No, if I'm tired of you talking about me and I'm tired of you going on and on, it's like if I make one move or another on the internet, it's gonna bother you, and I know that about you. I'm just gonna leave. Like what? Nobody like if you're truly seeking peace. If this will get this person to stop talking about me, I'll leave. I think that was his thought process, and rightfully so, because she has nothing to go on. Let's see. Let's go back to this note. She got mad. She was getting mad at people in the chat, and was like, "Oh, I just want to talk to the free spirits. I just want to talk to the people that's been here since day one." Girl, hello, you are live. It does not work like that. You should try to be as courteous as possible to people in your chat. I don't know why you just want to see 4 people, the same 4 people or 5 people in your chat. Why? Are you? And that's the thing. It's like either you want to really nurse your channel back to health, or you just want to yell and scream and run back to your soft life. She got mad at someone that asked, like, why did you drop the case? And then she said, I already apologized for dropping the case. When? When did you apologize for dropping the case? I must have missed that. And you really shouldn't you should apologize to yourself. And probably Shane. Because if the danger was as real as you was making it, you actually put both of you guys in more danger. You could have. Let's see. Phone keeps locking. Yeah, she said that, like, with Belinda, that, oh, I didn't know that Belinda did that. Actually, the prosecutor said I could have prosecuted her, too, but I didn't submit something of, like, basically, when she submitted all her evidence, she couldn't, they said that, so, allegedly, that she could have brought somebody else, another YouTuber, to court, but that she didn't see what she saw, I guess, on these, and that's the thing. I think someone gave her this content of Negs, and it has, like, the saddest music in the background, and it matches the situation, to be honest, because she shouldn't be reviewing that content. She's seen it before, and if it's that, it is negative. Like, what else? Oh, she poor shamed people, so she shamed people for being poor. I thought that was interesting, because I'm like, well, you know what? They're not too poor for your membership, because your membership is like, what, $6.99, $5.99? That could be afforded by a poor person if they budgeted and they had about $6 to scrape together to help you out. So I don't know why you're poor shaming people, because it was a situation where you asked for help in your Discord. Didn't nobody poor shame you? Didn't nobody say, oh, well, why don't you got money for milking cereal? Like, no one, that didn't happen. So, like, why are you, because you got a man that's a paramedic paying for everything. Yeah, he's been blessed with a good job. Why are you poor shaming people? Like, who are you? You ain't out there working? It's his money. Now, God forbid anything happens to his job, then what? That's why you have to be careful with your words, because you can work some stuff up where the tides turn, and next thing you know, you're not living that soft life no more. Let's see. She keeps insinuating that Girl World let Negs back, which Girl World is not YouTube. She needs to get that through her mind, that if currently he's not doing anything to violate the rules of YouTube, then he has a right to be on YouTube, as do you, Callie, with your erratic behavior. You're still allowed on YouTube. And hate is a strong word. She kept saying, oh, I hate them. I'm like, okay, well, you know what? Imagine if they actually currently hated you. Imagine that, Callie. Imagine if they sicked. If they had their communities come after you. Imagine that. So the hate you got for them, you better be glad that they don't hate you back. You better be glad. Because some reactors and people in their audience, they would do anything for their creator. And if that includes harassing you. So you better be glad that they don't hate you back. And then she said, I don't know what's going on Twitter, but they probably on her. And she said that she would delete her Twitter. See, this is why I don't understand. You ask to fight. You ask to argue with people. And then when they give you what you want, it's too much. I'm going to go back to I have a real life. I don't live on the internet. Callie, you asked for it. So when you get what you asked for, why are you running? What you running for? You need to watch your mouth. What else? And then she said that, like, when she was cool with everybody, she said she would get messages if she did a video and she went too far and, like, something that she said about Amber Lynn, she would get a message from Charlie Gold, and Charlie would tell her, like, hey, like, you know, let's be the example. That's what Callie said. How is that somebody controlling you? That's somebody that's trying to help you keep your channel on the up and up and help you sleep at night. You can only spew so much vitriol and so much hate until it starts messing with you as a person. And the thing about it is that if you're not that type of person, you cannot keep that up. And you're going to get certain, what did I say in my last video? Or I didn't say this. When you're a certain way, when you're theatrical, emotional, a crash out, you'll get subscribers. Those subscribers are going to expect you to crash out as often as you can. And they'll even ramp you up, be in your chat, bringing up stuff, trying to get, you know, just basically getting you going and keeping you going. So she was probably trying to help you not attract viewers like that, so that you can sleep at night, so that you can have peace. She said, be the example. Be the example. So, this video is long. I don't know if I mean, it is what it is. Maybe people will watch all the way through. Maybe they won't. It's all good. I said what I needed to say. And it's her choice.